We're starting, guys. We're starting, guys.
Here we go.
This Pika mirror. Which Pika player you rooting for, guys? Israel Sosa or Austin? Who do you want to watch advancing to top four? It's gonna be one pick in top four. So the top four is gonna be guaranteed Eternatus, Temposar, right?
And yep, and Pika.
Pika and the Lucario Metal.
Yeah, metal. Yep.
So no new decks, right? No new decks
Yeah,
of the new
no
set
worship food.
are yeah.
Yeah,
Really
very
stuff off.
interesting.
So well, turn one going for Pika, probably attaching some speed energy and just
Yep.
chilling looks
Energy
like a good
on.
turn. And
Yep, gonna
well,
see an air balloon and just probably a pass. Yep, there we go.
so Austin going for Pika instead of Mewtwo. It's really cool because when the game goes like both plays goes Mewtwo, it becomes like a roulette that the first player that actually hits boss wins the game. So definitely going Pika
Yeah.
makes sense to try to not get punished for that early boss or which player get the boss first. So going Pika seems safe. Speed energy drawing two cards and Bolton with energy with a balloon, ready for probably electrify next turn. And let's see if actually Israel Sosa find a way to actually electrify turn one. Ooh, that's a
Boss.
boss order.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna see the
Balloon, hammer,
crushing
and
hammer.
Crobat. Oh my goodness! What a crazy turn one.
Yeah.
And a Raichu.
Yeah,
Oh my
probably just
goodness.
looking at an electrify
Well,
here.
well, well. 30 cards in the deck already turn one and everything he needs, right?
Yeah, pretty well set up. Sosa
Pretty
did
well
bench
set
lock
up.
himself, which is good to note, but yeah.
And deciding to power up Raichu is really, really interesting actually.
Yeah.
Instead of the Mewtwo. And yeah, the first hammer was heads.
Yep.
Let's see how many hammers heads we see in that 8 hammers mirror plus some Jagrants too. Um, So yeah, the switch super important because we want to remind Pika has 3 retreat costs, so Balloon doesn't work to free retreat for because the 3 retreat costs, and now Electrify going to just attach some energy in Pika, and Jegran trying to slow down a little
hmm
Israel Sosa, putting that energy into the hand, and probably next turn trying to go in for a research plus a full blitz, right?
Yep, most likely going to be the case. It is that Yalgren was pretty clutch because Sosa did bench lock himself, so he's unable to do a Coco Prism here, which means he's not going to be able to attack with Raichu. But we're probably just going to see another Electrify, just build up more energy, which is still pretty good for Sosa. It still puts him in a pretty good spot to just kind of keep putting energy in play on that bench Mewtwo there.
And that's another Electrify deciding to go into the Mewtwo. So actually Israel Sosa
hmm
spreading the energies into Raichu and Mewtwo, expecting probably some hammers, trying to actually power up 2 attackers in case you
Yeah.
can actually draw a future Coco Prison later to actually go full Blitz or just Tandem Shock. And yeah, the switch count is really important for both players. Austin
Yep.
already burned 1 switch because he needed to retrieve the Pika, but yeah, the switch count is going to be super crucial for this matchup because the paralyze is super strong, and the only way to heal that condition is just trying to find the switch. So definitely important to find to save that count. So that's a research going for the
hmm
righteous and probably spear into Pika. And yes, I'm probably gonna watch Full Blitz or Electrify. I guess both plays seems really good. Um, Sometimes you want
Yeah,
to
I
Full
think.
Blitz and sometimes you want to Electrify.
Yeah.
So yeah, deciding to go Full
Yeah,
Blitz.
just get more energy in play. Yeah.
I wanna see a full send chat. I don't think so.
I think we're just see the Raichu get
All
built up.
right.
Actually, what we could
So
have actually seen last turn was a potential. We could Mimikyu could have E-Radared for a Dedenne and actually bossed the Mewtwo or Raichu, and actually could have got the first hit on them. So I maybe think that might have been the correct play there, was to boss one of the big tag teams on the bench on Sosa's side, and then go for the full. But we just see a Bullstorm on the Raichu with the Boltund, which is pretty good. The Boltund is just so good in the Pikachu and Zekrom deck as it builds up energy. It's a Pokemon you don't really want to be knocking out, as it only gives up 2 prizes, so you walk in a reset stamp, and it's also just a very good attacker, as shown here.
So yeah, interesting play of Sosa going like boss the Raichu and damage the Raichu,
hmm
preventing like if you paralyze later or something, the Raichu already is knocked out in 1 turn. So actually really cool play attacking with Bolton into attack team because probably Sosa trying to go for a game plan of going hitting Raichu twice and then try to GX with Lightning Ride the Pika for a knockout,
Yeah,
probably the Mew trying to be safe for a
Mew
possible
coming.
tag ball later, and
Yep.
we will see if Full Bliss is coming again probably.
It's interesting that we did see the Mimikyu research that hand away. There's
Yeah.
two more switches that got discarded,
Yeah, exactly.
which is actually pretty bad for Mimikyu if we do see that Raichu come into play later on. Especially because Mimikyu has to KO this Boltund here. Mimikyu can play into that Stamped 1 Paralyze lock.
Exactly. That's the switches, like we said, super important. Now, let's see if
Mm-hmm.
actually Austin decided to pop the Coco Prism or decided to wait after another full blitz. Decided to go Dance of the Ancients, one of the best, if not the best, Prism card that actually put
Mm-hmm. For
two
sure.
energies for free from the discard pile. In this case, only one because only one is in the discard pile. So probably we're gonna
Yep.
see a possible full blitz or even Bolt on this turn. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna see the Bullstorm knock
Olsen
out
already
the
hitting for
Boltund here.
250, so he's actually ready to actually kill Raichu next turn with
Yeah,
an extra energy. If not Crashing Hammer is coming. So that's two prizes already taking Eldegos and one Crashing Hammer that one heads could be crucial in the late game. So
exactly.
Mewtwo with the balloon in the active, and I guess Israel Sosa still wants to go probably for the boss Raichu and then try to line it right the Pika or just tweet kill the Pika to take the six prizes. That's why sometimes playing Pika benching two tag teams is a little risky because the opponent can try to punish them or just boss them to try to go like for like three prizes to hit and then line it right into the Pika. That's
Yeah,
why sometimes you want to give the Boltun. So if the opponent keep attacking plus the Boltun, you can actually stamp to one and try to come back in that game. So that's another Crashing Hammer. That's tails.
another Tails.
And probably Lightning right. Sorry, Tandem Shock.
Cam Shock, yeah.
And yeah,
And actually, Mimikyu did draw into enough energy to knock out
correct.
the Raichu here and got the switch. So that's pretty big. Because
Exactly. So
Mimikyu, I
that's
think,
another
had one switch left.
hammer. Tails.
Ooh, Tails, yeah.
And well, maybe going for tag ball is not that bad. Actually, it needs two more turns,
Yeah,
but
I would maybe look for it.
ooh, the
He can,
tag switch
ooh.
actually. Four prize
Ooh.
remaining. So boss is game, right?
Yeah, he could win with a boss. He could also knock out the Raichu, but yeah, he's going to knock out Raichu here.
Yeah. Noko Raichu
All
is
right,
actually really
interesting.
cool too, right?
Yeah,
But yeah,
he could have dug for the boss
yeah,
there
like
to
tag
KO the
switch
Boltund
Raichu
Denny,
into the
but
Pika, right? Going Crobat and boss
hmm
is game. Also, I don't
but I
remember
think
if boss is in the discard pile, but if boss is in the discard pile, tag ball was game because Quick Ball can grab the Eldegos that Austin
Eldegoss,
took
yeah.
from the prize. So I don't remember if boss is in the discard pile, but I guess I will
I
try
mean,
to
I'm
go
assuming
for
it
the
is.
for the tag ball play. I guess.
Yeah, I'm assuming it had to be in Mimikyu's discard there. There's like,
Ooh, stab to
he has like two
one
cards left.
chat.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, the Eldegoss off the prizes. Oh my,
oh,
or the stamp to
Eldegos.
one. Oh my
That's not
gosh.
going to the Bolton probably. Oh, boss order. Oh yeah,
Boss on the
because
peak.
now
Oh, okay, Tandem Shock. Yeah.
as Electorada is getting two Marnies, definitely not gonna Marnie after the stand. Going for the Dene probably trying to dig um, some cards. And yeah, it was boss in this capal. So tag switch was game going the turn before.
Yeah, Mimikyu did have game there with the boss, it looks
Yeah.
like, but Mimikyu's getting punished here.
Ooh!
Oh, wow.
So
Stamp to
yeah,
one never works,
Austin
never works,
like
never works.
Mimikyu like Austin had game when they had a tag switch. So he could actually
Yeah, the
tag
boss
switch
is in
from
there.
Raichu into the peak, and then
Yep.
going for the tag bolt, KO Boltung and the Dene. So he had game
Yeah.
with
Mm-hmm.
the tag switch and quick ball Eldegos for boss, but he didn't realize that I guess.
Yeah, I guess maybe he didn't see that play. And I think Mimikyu's out of switch too, I'm pretty sure. So he's kind of just stuck here. And we actually maybe Sosa, I don't think can go for a tag bolt, but Sosa could set up a
Okay,
potential
that's
tag bolt play in
research.
the coming turns.
If a knockout happens, Eldegos for boss wins the game, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Mimikyu's still gonna win this, it looks like, but
correct because Raichu killed the Dene and Boltun.
mhm.
Sorry, and if not, Pika can actually tag ball the Dene if
Yeah.
Raichu's knocked out. So stealthy hold into the Dene. It's cute, but doesn't work, I guess. Um, so yeah, looks like Sosa trying to kill both tag teams. But yeah, actually Tandem Shock taking a prize.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's Eldegos for boss actually never punish it, right? Never punish it after having that game
Yeah, exactly.
the turn before. Didn't see the quick ball Eldegos tag switch for tag ball, so right now just retreating with Boltun. Activate the first effect of the Raichu attack that says when you come to the bench, you can actually hit 80 extra damage. What is a clean, perfect 160 into the Dedenne. So that time the shock is actually game
Yep,
retreating
it will be.
the Boltun or
Stamp
just
to
attacking,
one
right?
just
Just
never
attacking is
seems to work. Yeah.
162. So yeah, Bolt Storm or Raichu, the perfect 160.
Mm-hmm.
So
There
Austin
we go.
already Mimikyu winning this game one in this Pika mirror
Yep.
full of hammers. That hand is
Yep.
probably just gonna be a touch pass, right?
Yeah. Pretty good start from both players. They both got that bolt on start, which is
Correct. Uh-huh.
what you always want to be starting with.
Looks like a pass, probably.
Yeah.
Benching on the Bolton just to be
Yeah. Just
safe, to
just
have
make
two
sure you have
Boltons in
someone.
play. And yeah, Israel are really happy right now with that
Mm-hmm.
Bolton in the active position. So no need to switch, no need to balloon, no need to retreat anything in the active. Just
Yep.
attaching and probably electrify. Probably don't need to do even a supporter. That's a hammer, could be super relevant. Well, that's heads now.
Mm-hmm.
Mimikyu needs to find an energy to actually attack, so it's not bad. Quick ball is kind of
Yeah.
lining,
There's a
going for
quick ball for
Raichu,
Raichu. Raichu.
deciding to not go Mewtwo this time. That's really interesting. Research, discarding the hood, not important in this matchup.
Yeah. Pretty bad card.
And yeah,
And
let's see if
see
Sosa
another
decided
quick
to go electrify the Pika or the Raichu. I guess Pika is better for a possible full release, but going Raichu is not bad neither for the paralyzed play. So probably we're gonna see on the Pika to try to go full release
mm-hmm.
next turn, power up Raichu, and really good start from Israel Sosa right now after
Yep.
these hammer hits.
Like Mimikyu here looking for a Pika. Does find one just barely off of that quick ball. Could have been a little bit of a disaster there. We'll see what he quick balls away. I probably would get rid of. I mean, even the Mew can be kind of problematic because sometimes, like, if you put the Mew down, your opponent can just knock out Bolton, Mew, and then a tag team. So I don't know if it's good to even bench the Mew, but he benches it anyways. But I guess that protects you from tag bolt, but that still lets your opponent kind of take that route of knocking out Bolton, Mew, and then a tag team instead of
Mm,
Bolton, tag team, tag team.
exactly. So right now there's another
The
hammer.
hammer, ooh,
Tails
big
this
tails.
time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, both
Definitely a
players in
pretty
the
big.
same spot, right? Both electrify, both into
Mm-hmm.
the peak, and that's the full
See
is
if
coming
Sosa
from.
has the boss full blitz here on the
Oh yeah,
Pika ROM.
that would be actually super crucial. Both the Pika
Yep.
and full is the Pika putting pressure on you. Normally, when I play this matchup, when I play the mirror, that's the boss probably. Yeah, when I play this matchup,
There
I
it is.
feel like the first player who actually hit the opponent tag team first normally has more chance to win. So that's a fan of the waste in this Kapile and the
Yep. And
energy
there it is. There it is.
and the
There's the
full
energy.
release.
There's a hammer too.
Another tails.
Could have been a very
Another
another one.
hammer. Another tails.
Ooh,
Woo!
very big tails there for Sosa.
The hammer fiesta, chat. The hammer party. All right. So yeah, normally when I play this matchup, I feel like the first guy who actually hit in the opponent tag team, like attack the opponent tag team first, normally has more chance to win because you already have the first
Mhm.
attack into the opponent's three prices. So that's marrying to the speed energy to actually probably try to go full blitz and going chase ball maybe to actually power up a Raichu, Mewtwo, maybe actually full blitz into Mewtwo and try to tag bolt. Is the only
Yeah,
play I can
I
see
would
that
definitely say.
because his Mimikyu is behind right now in the game, so this Pika is gonna get knocked out. So probably gonna try to go full blitz into Mewtwo and then try to tag ball with Coco Prison could be interesting. Decided to weave actually.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I would have seen. I would have liked to have seen the Mewtwo come down there
Yeah.
so he can have
What?
the option. Oh, well, he gets it anyways.
But yeah, for some
So,
reason he doesn't want to bench it. So
hmm
okay, just full blitz, power up, probably power up. The second Pika, not bad neither, right? Trying to go for Pika. I guess it
yeah,
kind of scary, a little scary about the possible Coco Prism and KO Mewtwo for the weakness. So kind of makes
yeah,
sense,
I
right,
could
to
see that.
not bench it. But
Hmm
when you are behind, I guess you need to take some risk. So,
Yeah, I
my
would definitely say
opinion.
prioritizing both Raichu and full blitz is pretty
Hmm.
good.
But well, because right now Lightning right, KO Pika next turn, right? So that
Hmm
240 HP, that 30 less HP than Mewtwo could be actually super relevant because Lightning Ride is a knockout into
Yep.
Pika that is not into Mewtwo. So,
Yeah, Mimikyu has no big charm in his deck, so yeah, that the Pika,
correct.
well, even the Boltund at this point is doing a lot of
And
damage.
that's a
So
lot of energy in Sosa side, right? That's a lot.
yeah,
That's actually 11 energies in Sosa side. What is actually crazy.
yeah,
Looks like a
this
really
is
good
in
spot for
a good
Sosa.
spot. Yeah, we do see a stamp here, stamp to 3, and probably gonna have to see the full blitz here into the Mewtwo, and then kind of just go from there, I guess. I think the Boltund might be able to knock out the Pika though too. Um, might be a bit short, 30, 40, maybe.
All
Yeah, I
right.
think Boltund does KO the
Yes, that's 160. Okay.
Yep, that's perfect.
160, that's correct. So now Sosa just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's actually, Sosa has 8 energies in play, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check after the price are taken. So yeah, boss is gained thanks to the Bolton Bolt Storm into Pika. So yes, boss is gained. Eldegos is already in play. So that's boss
Oh,
order.
there it is. Stamped to 3, and there we
And
go. Boom.
for the first time, one matchup in top 8 is actually 1-1. We have a game
Yep, there
3.
we go. Looks like we'll see which Pika player here is able to take down whichever one, and then we'll see a Pika ROM deck in top 4 at the very least.
Yep.
Um,
And well, Mimikyu, Austin decided to go second. Both players like to
yep.
go second for the Bolton Electrify attack. Definitely way better attaching that energy plus the 2 energy of Electrify than going first. So definitely, Mimikyu is
Mm-hmm.
so happy to watch this Bolton in the active position. That Electrify is coming probably to the Mewtwo, even if an opponent has a Mewtwo in play. I guess you need to go for it, and it's gonna be really
Yeah.
interesting to see how this matchup is gonna be a Mewtwo battle. Who's gonna be the first guy who
Mewtwo,
actually
yep.
KO
The
the
full
opponent
blitz.
Mewtwo, right? For weakness.
It is interesting to note. Mimikyu's hand is pretty bad here. Doesn't have
Uh-huh.
currently a way to get a fresh hand, and there's a
Ooh,
hammer.
tails.
Oof. Yeah. Oh, another one.
Ooh, tails.
Ooh, tails again.
Sosa, it's like 7 tails in a row or something.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
But that's the
Got a
change. So
lot.
yeah, it's gonna be a Mewtwo battle. Who's gonna find the first boss for releasing the other Mewtwo is probably gonna be game
Yep,
over, right? This game is gonna be the first guy
exactly.
who actually full release with Mewtwo, the opponent Mewtwo wins the game. So the game becomes a
Hmm.
little like a roulette, and the first guy who actually find the full release to the opponent Mewtwo gonna have a lot of chance to win. That's a Coco Prison for 2 turn 1 and going for the full release. Sorry,
Ooh,
turn 2.
another hammer.
One
Oh,
head
there we go.
finally, and all
Yep.
they need is a switch or a balloon to actually full blitz.
Yeah, one of the two.
Turn 2 full blitz. Oh, that's the
Ooh, oh, he
balloon!
got it. He got it.
That's the balloon. Full blitz turn 2. Long time ago, I don't see that without Thunder Mountain in the format, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Without Thunder Mountain, full blitz turn 2 seems like impossible, but
And there we
that's
go.
tag ball. That's really
Ooh,
interesting,
interesting play from
actually.
Sosa.
Super
Yeah,
interesting
Mimikyu's in
tag ball
top
in
deck
these two
mode right
prices,
now.
actually.
Yeah, Mimikyu being
And
in top deck mode is definitely very
yeah,
relevant.
Mimikyu needs to top deck something, needs to believe in the heart of the cards, and need to top deck something to actually continue in this game. Let's see the
Mm-hmm.
top deck. Maybe it's a hammer. It's a boss.
Ooh, it's a boss. And
Ooh.
unfortunately, there's nothing Mimikyu can boss out. Mimikyu can wait another turn, though, at the very least.
Yeah, but
So
now
there is that. He does have a
this
knock it on the
Coco is
Mewtwo
getting
next
knocked
turn, so
out. Ooh, that looks really, really complicated.
yeah. I would probably just save the boss. I
Yeah,
don't think
save
you
the
need to
boss
play
in
it.
case
Yeah.
we top deck something. We can actually boss the opponent Mew
Mm-hmm.
to go full release, right?
Exactly.
In
Yeah.
case
Because
like Mimikyu tops like a quick ball or the Dene.
yeah, just
So,
waiting here.
well, Coco Prison getting knocked out now is super, super crucial. So, we're gonna see a full release into Raichu or Mewtwo.
Yep.
I will also, I guess, wait to stamp to 3 instead of 4, but probably doesn't matter too much in the long run. But yes, data change. Sosa drawing really, really well right now.
Sosa could even potentially bench. Maybe no. I was thinking two Mewtwo's, but that probably wouldn't work. I think we're just going to see the full blitz into the
Hmm.
Raichu here.
Correct.
We're going to see a knock it on the Coco,
Yeah, and
which is very
now
relevant. Yeah, Mimikyu won't have Coco anymore.
that's boss putting pressure into Mewtwo. Decided to go for that play. Um,
Yeah, that's pretty fair too.
Super safe because now Mewtwo can knock it out next turn. So yeah,
Hmm.
if Austin, if Mimikyu top deck something, can actually continue the game. If not, the game is over. That,
No,
that's really
it's a
unfortunate.
switch.
That game 3, really unfortunate game 3. I guess you cannot copy
Hmm.
anything, right? You cannot copy actually nothing, right? Can you copy
Oh,
something with Mewtwo?
actually,
No!
what? He actually bosses out the Raichu and not the Mewtwo. That's interesting.
Yeah, and nothing to copy, Chad. Nothing to copy in the discard pile. So the game looks like pretty over in this
Exactly.
sadly game 3 because Mimikyu bricks
Yeah,
sadly. So
it happens.
Sosa in
Yeah.
a really insane spot. Another
And there's
boss.
the boss. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're just gonna
And
see
only
the
one
full
prize
blitz
remaining. Coco
knockout
Prison against the world. Coco Prison
against the world. Yeah.
against the world is already uh, 10 energies in play. And
Just even the
Mimikyu,
Bolt Hunt at this point is a threat. It's not looking good for Mimikyu.
Mimikyu
Even if
sadly
Mimikyu
having
draws
nothing.
something, which no, it's just a Bolt Hunt. So
And
looks like Sosa will advance to top 4 with Pikachu and Zekrom here.
Yeah, Sosa actually getting back after losing the game one in a really close series that Austin had gained, didn't see the game, and then
Mhm.
draw the Elder Gods and Stamp to one. And Sosa come
Yep.
back the game two with electrified double for releasing to the Pika. And this game three, sadly, Austin actually breaking